Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. Yeah, boy. Happy Friday the 13th. It is a dark, dreary, rainy, windy, just all around lousy day here. But it's not going to stop me. It's going to be an awesome day for me. I got lots of stuff I can do right here at this desk today, so I'll be doing that, and then everything else I got to do. I don't even really have to leave the house, except I was watching the news and they were showing the traffic, and of course, people can't drive in rain here in Atlanta. It's crazy how they drive. But there's all kinds of wrecks and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there, watching all that and thinking, man, I'm glad I don't have to get out and go anywhere. And then I realized that when I fed the dogs, I we're just about out of dog food. So that's a pretty serious problem around here, as you might guess. So I've got to make a trip to Tractor Supply sometime today. I'll probably try to catch it when there's a break in the rain, because it's going to rain pretty much all day, but there might be some breaks in it when it's not too hard. So, and Tractor Supply is not too far down the road. But I buy the dog food at 100 pounds at a time, and it lasts about. The last time I bought it was October 22nd, so about a month and a half, I guess, something like that. But yeah, two big old boys like to eat. So let's see who we got over here in the chat this morning. We already got a good bunch of folks over there, I think. Looks like Javi was first. Good morning, Javi. How you doing? Larry Galt says, good morning, Javi, the well man. Jeff Nearcorn says, morning, everyone. Sitting down here in the Smoky Mountains. Y'all need to see this place during Christmas. Fantastic. Glad you're enjoying it, Jeff. TGIF. Yep, for sure. Jim Senecola is up early this morning. Morning, he says. SRE Custom Guitar, Steve Ellison. Good morning, Steve. Kevin Els. Good morning, Kevin. How are you doing today? Rob Schuster's watching over there on the YouTube. Good morning, Rob. Ron Cool is here also. Eddie Hall. Stephen Toronto. Good morning, everyone. Stay long doctor's appointment. Okay. Glad you stopped by, Stephen. Hitch Hamilton's here. Good morning, everybody. He says, there's Janet. Janet's over there on the Facebook. Appreciate you watching, Janet. Hope you got some coffee this morning. Ryan Ballard is watching. Let's see. We got Earl Walker giving us the Ohio forecast here. It's 29 degrees. Still cold in Ohio. Yeah. It's a 70, mostly sunny. Paul Stewart says, good morning. Let's see who else we got here. Steve Gronsky, 41 in Oklahoma, in Mustang, Oklahoma. Troy Pritchard's in the house. How you doing this morning, Troy? Mr. LB Sharp, poker night. I don't know if I'd want to play poker on Friday the 13th or not. Clyde Labonte says, good morning. Missed 2 days working at the Goodfellas Food Bank. All right. Glad you're back with us, Clyde. Troy Pritchard, 33 here in my neck of the woods in Michigan. Joe Downer's watching this morning over on YouTube. Good morning to you, Joe. Let's see. Jim says, good thing you don't have snow instead of just rain. Yeah. These folks right here don't even know how to drive in rain, much less anything else. So, same here, rainy and gloomy. Make that I think he's trying to put Mustang. You type like I do, Steve. Let's see here. Jerry Campbell, good morning from Oklahoma. It says hard rain in Southwest Florida last night. Yeah, we had, I think it was around 5 a.m. It rained really hard, and then it's not raining real hard now, but I had to go to the mailbox a while ago to stick something in there that I'm shipping. And man, it's even though it wasn't raining hard, it's windy, it's cold, just a lousy day. It's one of those stay inside days. Clyde Labonte says, good morning, Javi. Big D in the house. Dave Clemens, how you doing, sir? Bart Bixel, two big boys that like to eat have a lot of cleanup. Yeah. Yes, they do. If you're referring to the other stuff, yeah. Jack especially. He's a big old boy. Rockin' Woodworks. Eloy's in the house. Stormy Monday, Friday. Okay. Driving over to the depot to get some organizational yellow and black boxes. Good. Yeah, I don't know if you probably can't hear it, but I can hear it's picking up now. It's coming down pretty good right now. Keith Stanford, good morning, Gatton. It's 24 degrees in New Hampshire. Rain tonight. So warming up today. Okay. Obviously, it's more Eloy. Bob Sims, afternoon from the UK. Thanks for watching, Bob. We appreciate you tuning in for the coffee sessions. Gary Hammett, 40 and cold rain in Rockmount, Georgia. Yeah. So what do y'all think about Friday the 13th? Does it all give you kind of do you even think about it? Some folks do. I'm a little bit superstitious about the number 13. It's just, and I don't really have a good reason for it, I guess. But I know when I was back working at sheet metal shops and stuff and doing design work, whenever a customer would come in and, they'd have something for us to design, and you start off and sometimes they would give things part numbers, and sometimes if they just had the idea and we were designing it, we would come up with a part number. So usually what I would do is for their part number, I would put the abbreviation of their company and then the date. So that would be the main part number, and then the parts would be -1, -2, whatever. And I did that for a long time. And I always noticed that if there was ever a problem with a part, it was always weird because it always seemed to be the 13th part, whichever one I called -13. And so I remedied that because then I quit using 13. So everything that I've ever designed for myself, if any of you, are Gattoneers out there and you have a set of plans, if you look at that main page, where it's showing the whole assembly, you'll see where it has a birth date. That's actually one of my kids' birthdays that I used as the main part number. And then it'll go -1, blah, 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 all the way to -12. And then it skips and goes to -14. So, but I've been doing that on all the different, the Gatton CNC, all the garage work CNCs are that way. And they've been pretty successful. So I'm not going to use 13 and test my luck on that. But yeah, does anybody know where the Friday the 13th phobia or whatever, do you know where that came from? I'll see if any of y'all know that. Of course, somebody's probably going to Google it and then they'll say. Let's see, what did Jim says, pay no attention, just another Saturday for me. Yeah, if you're retired, yeah. They're all Saturdays, aren't they? I was born on the 13th, but it was a Saturday, yeah. Bob Sims says, so am I. I don't do anything important. Yeah, yeah. Lucky 13. Well, it is, they say it's supposed to be lucky for some people and unlucky for others. Clyde says he's more careful on Friday the 13th. Javi says, my mom was born on May 13th. She's always told me that 13 is a lucky number, so I was never affected by the bad stuff. Okay. Yeah. Didn't even dawn on me it's Friday the 13th. Yeah, they kind of sneak up on you sometime. You don't really pay attention, and all of a sudden it's Friday and you go to write the date down. And you're like, oh, wow, it is Friday the 13th. Here's somebody that knows. Yeah, it was the Last Supper. I looked it up over here just so I could get what these folks think is the thing. But it says part of the superstition surrounding Friday the 13th comes from the Christian Bible. During the Last Supper, there were 13 guests, Jesus and his 12 apostles, one of which, Judas, would eventually betray him. Since then, some have believed in a superstition regarding 13 guests at a dinner table. I don't even know 13 people I'd want to have dinner with, but this slowly extended to be an overall feeling that the number itself was bad luck. So, yeah, and then there's some other things they say too, but about different things. But the Last Supper is the main thing where they kind of attribute the phobia for Friday the 13th. So, yeah, good job there, Grant. Did you Google that or did you know? It's hard to do anything online where people, say, well, try to guess because they can Friday the 13th arrested. Yeah, that's another thing too. He must have Googled that too, I bet. Yeah, here's another one that says Night Skimpler killings. Yeah. Dwight Bennett says, good morning, all from Indy. Good morning, Dwight. How you doing? Let's see. Prudential Center in Boston put computer room on 13th floor. No one wanted to rent that floor. Yeah, I know a lot of places. Of course, when you build a building, technically there's going to be a 13th floor, but a lot of them will not name it the 13th floor. Or they'll put, like you said, all the utilities and stuff on that floor and not in, because who would want to work in high rise and then say, well, I work on the 13th floor? I wouldn't. But that's just me. Let me put my glasses on. I'm trying to squint here and read these things. Let's say, let's see. I'm sure there'll be Jason and Freddy movies on tonight. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Steve Taranto says, I kind of thought about it when they set up my doctor's appointment per day, but otherwise could not get in. So, yeah, you got to kind of take them when you can get them. But I'm sure everything will work all right, Steven. You're probably one of them lucky guys where 13's lucky for you. We'll hope so anyway. Let's see. Wouldn't you want to have a dinner with 12 Gatton ears? Yeah, no, Gatton ears I would, sure. But just, most people, I don't know about that. Let's see. Anytime the month starts on Sunday, there is always a Friday the 13th. That's a good observation. Yeah, because we had one. We had one in September. Oh, wait a minute. That don't match your theory then. Oh yeah, it does too. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, so we had one in September. How many did we have this year? Is this it? September, December. Yeah, looks like that's the only ones we had, just two this year. Obviously, I didn't remember correctly. All right, let's see. Just useless information a person runs across, Speaking of numbers, do y'all realize this is the 52nd coffee session? 52nd. Yeah, I meant to say something a couple of days ago when it was the 50th. I couldn't, but I forgot to say it. But yeah, 52nd coffee session. And look at how many folks are here, man. You guys are awesome. Just the Judas would be an ex-carb owner. Oh, that's funny. That's funny right there, Brian. Probably get one every quarter. Let's see. What does this say? With not winning the Super Bowl, I wonder if Dan Marino thinks 13 is a lucky number. Yeah, I'm surprised. There's some quarterbacks or players in general that'll wear the number 13. I would not, but some of them do. And of course, Dan Marino was good, but like you said, never won a Super Bowl. 36 a record. I think we've done a little more than that. I think we've hit 40 before. Let's see. This thing says right now we got 35, one on Facebook and 34 on YouTube. That one on Facebook must be Janet. I think she's pretty loyal on Facebook, and everybody else jumps to YouTube. He says, I thought it was just the first Friday 13th of the year that was bad. I don't know. I just think there's a kind of a little phobia about all of them. But they're all okay. It's just another day. Liam Hill's here today. He's got Dovetails as his profile pic. How you doing, Liam? Rob Schuster says, one of my best friends growing up was quarterback, and he wore number 13. Okay. There was, help me out, guys, some of you old guys. I think, if I remember right, wasn't it, I want to say it was Dave Concepcion, the shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds. I believe he wore number 13. Let me just Google that and see. I don't know how to spell his name. Oh, there it is. Dave Concepcion jersey. Yep, number 13. And he was pretty good. Apparently, he didn't have a fear of the number 13. So, yeah. Man, here it comes again. It slacked off a little bit, and now it's, oh man, it's pouring buckets now. Yeah, it's not going to be fun going to Tractor Supply and lugging out 2 50-pound bags of dog food in this mess. I'll have to wait for it to slack up. And we're not out. Don't worry, my dogs aren't going to starve. We're not out. They've already had their morning round. Rocky pretty much, I fill up his bowl with a couple of scoops of stuff, and he kind of nibbles on it off and on all day long. He's always done that. Jack, on the other hand, acts like somebody's going to get it if he don't eat it right now. He'll eat all of his, and he's sitting right here. You probably hear him snoring a little bit, but then he wants some more along about 6 or 7 o'clock. So I usually throw a little more in there. So we'll have to be making a trip out there in the weather to take care of my boys. Hitch says, gotta go. See you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Yeah, okay, Hitch. Have a good day, man. Be safe out there. Yeah, so anybody got any good Friday the 13th stories they want to share with us here on the coffee sessions? I don't really have one, I guess, that I can think of. Like I said, sometimes when you're not thinking, you plan things just like Steven said, he got a doctor's appointment and stuff. But sometimes you plan things and then you don't realize, believe this or not, I actually flew, had a flight on Friday the 13th one time. And it was one of those things where I booked it way ahead of time and all that. Didn't even think about it. And then when it come time to start getting closer, I started looking. I'm like, oh man, what did I do? Why did I do that? But it was the only time I could go. So, as you can tell, everything worked out fine. Plane landed, no problem. Yeah, I was flying up to Indy, and it was all good. It was all good. Let's see. Trying to see what everybody's talking about here. LB says, I really like these coffee meetings. Learn something every time. Someone here said, don't go to bed as dumb as you got up. My grandpa used to say that too. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can attribute any of your learnings to this show, but maybe you learned something different anyway. Steve Rossi says, we all woke up today that the 13th can't be all bad. Yeah. 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 Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah, that's right, Stephen. He was another one that wore number 13. Wilt Chamberlain and Odell Beckham. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about Wilt Chamberlain. I don't know much about Odell Beckham, but I do remember Wilt the Stilt. He was a big son of a gun. I'm telling you. Of course, a lot of guys are that big now. Back then there weren't that many. And then not long after him was, before he changed his name, it was Lou Alcindor. I used to love watching those old games because every time he would score or something, the announcer would say Lou Alcindor. But and then he changed his name. Now it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So it doesn't have the same ring to it. All right, Dave Clemens has got to go. Thanks for stopping by, Dave. Bye, he says. Have a good one. Clyde says he enjoys the company and the coffee. Yeah, I do too. That's kind of why I started doing these. If you know from the early ones, if you were one of the first ones that started watching these silly things, that's why I started doing them. Is instead of sitting around drinking coffee and yelling at the TV at the stupid news, I just figured I'd come in here and here we got 40 people watching right now, according to this thing. So it's a whole lot more fun to do this than to listen to all them politicians yell at one another. Here is Jim Jones. He says, late again. Jim, I got to tell you, I saw your little video this morning of that machine. I'm not sure exactly what you call that thing, but that is just really cool that you got that thing working. I get, what does it do? Is it like help stack the blocks and turns them a certain way or something like that? It's really cool. So congratulations on getting that thing up and going. It's really neat. Have a good weekend, everybody. Be back on Monday morning. All right, Steve, take care. Have a great weekend. You can't chat with the TV. Yeah, you can yell at it, though. But this is a lot better for my blood pressure. Let's see. Going to have a CNC with Dave tomorrow night. Absolutely, we are. And you know, what's weird is sometimes I forget to post the thing. Sometimes I'll do it on Wednesday to give people plenty of notice, and then other times I'll do it on Thursday or Friday or something. And then sometimes I forget right up until the Saturday, and I'm like, man, I haven't even posted a thing. Hadn't even scheduled a thing. I'll probably do that sometime today. But yeah, we'll have a CNC with Dave show tomorrow at 8 p.m. Sure will. My buddy Jim Senecola's been working on some stuff. He's in here somewhere. Yeah, he says it's a pattern maker to the cuber. Okay. Pattern maker. All right. I like that. I still want, if I ever get up there, Jim, I want to come see you. I want you to give me a tour of that place. I really love that kind of stuff. Seeing automation. I love automation. Let's see. Javi says, I love pickups. These boxes all fit in my back seat. 27 gallon and 157 gallon. Oh, he must be. Are you coming to us live from the big box store, Javi? Sounds like he might be live from the big box store parking lot. Okay, hold on here, Rob. I can share that link to Jim's video. We'll make you famous, Jim. Get all the coffee session people checking out your pattern thingy. Yeah, here it is, right here. Let me share. Oh, let me get the. You can hear it. You copy and paste that right here. Y'all go check that out. It's really cool. I think that'll work. But yeah, I can sit and watch stuff like that all day. I love that kind of stuff. All right, y'all let me know if that link works because I think it will. Yeah, Rob, you probably enjoy watching that too because you're. It doesn't make drums, but yeah. If any of y'all don't know what I was referencing there, you need to go check out Rob Schuster's YouTube channel and watch his videos on the drums. Jimbo Burt's in the house. How you doing, Jim? Yeah, watch after the coffee session link works. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, there we go. Jim should start him a making concrete block YouTube channel or something. I'd subscribe just because I love watching the videos and stuff when he posts stuff like that on Facebook. It is pretty noisy though. Make sure you have your volume turned down a little bit because it's like most industrial equipment. It gets a little loud in there a bit. That thing is awesome, though. I like that. All right. Well, let's see. That was my little timer going off. So you know what that means, folks. It's yeah, Clyde's already saying, gotta go. Take care, guys. It's time for me to get busy. Um, I'm going to do a little 3D modeling this morning. I've got a little packing stuff I have to do, get a shipment ready. So I will be signing off of here. And if you enjoy these coffee sessions, and y'all say you do, and if you're over on YouTube, leave me a thumbs up. I always appreciate those. That helps out with keeping these things where at least people know that they're not too bad if they get thumbs up. So, all right, Liam says, take care. We'll see you, Liam. Have a good weekend, buddy. See you Saturday night. Yep. All right, let me go see if I can find that magic button over here. Here it is right here. All right, Friday the 13th. Everybody have a great day and a great weekend. And if you're a CNC person, we will see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. On the CNC with Dave show. And if not, we will see you here. I hope to see you here next Monday, 9 a.m. Everybody have a good one. See you, folks.